Oh, hi everyone. Welcome to the Aunt E Show. I'm Auntie, and this is the second show that we're having today, so I'm so happy to have you here. Oh, and Maudie came too. Would you like to say hi? And Keji? Oh, aren't we lucky? They're joining us today. Maudie's gonna sit by me to listen to the story as well. Maybe Keji too, I don't know. If I make some room for him, he might. There. There's always room for more to listen, isn't there, Keji? Would you like to come up? There you go. Keji will join us too. He's more relaxed over there. But now, we'll go back to welcoming everybody here for the next book, Don't Pollute the Berenstain Bears Anymore. And I'd just like to give a special welcome to all the kids watching today, and especially to Arthur and Audrey for the inspiration for this story and song time. Now I'm going to look into the camera with these binoculars and see who else is here. I see Arthur and Audrey, Maya and Myri, maybe Max, Emila, Sophie, Sabina, Parker, Mila, Archie, Emma, Ben and Maddie, and Hanul and Ara. Hi guys, welcome. Would you like to read with me today? Wonderful. And to start it off, we're going to sing a song by James Brown, Arthur and Audrey and I's favorite song to sing each other. And it goes a little something like this. I feel good, do-do-do-do-do-do-do. I knew that I would, do-do-do-do-do-do-do. I feel good, do-do-do-do-do-do. I knew that I would, do-do-do-do-do-do. So good, so good. I got you, bum, 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 bum. And because Parker wants a bit more of the song, I'll sing some more. When I hold you in my arms, baby, I can't do no wrong. And when I hold you in my arms, my love can't do you no wrong. And I feel nice, like sugar and spice. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. I feel nice, do-do-do-do, like sugar and spice. Do-do-do-do-do-do. So nice, do-do, so nice. I got you, bum, 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 bum. And you know what? I think I forgot to mention two little ones. Yes, Annika and Holden. Are you there too? Welcome, guys. Sorry I missed you the first time, but you're just in time for the story. Now I would like everybody to sit down if you can, relax, and enjoy the book and story, The Berenstain Bears Don't Pollute Anymore. Oh, look at the earth and the globe there, and they're carrying a banner. Look how happy they are. Out to save the earth. Let's see how they do that. The Berenstain Bears Don't Pollute Anymore by Stan and Jan Berenstain. It says, when bear country cubs learn pollution's a fact, they help grown-ups learn to clean up their act. And here's a book of the pollution that can happen sometimes in the world. And here's a picture of the police officer saying, maybe you want to put your garbage in that garbage can and not on the ground. Let's see the lessons they learned today. And it shows the Papa Bear reading a paper, Mama Bear reading a book, and Sister and Brother Bear seeing what Papa has to say about the newspaper. Well, looky here, said Papa Bear as he opened the evening news. Your friend Professor Actual Factuals got his picture in the paper. And it shows that Professor Actual Factual is the leading scientist, and he claims Bear County is in serious trouble. Uh-oh, what does that mean? Oh, said Brother and Sister Bear, coming to see. Papa says there's a big story too, and a headline. My goodness, said Mama Bear. What's it about? Leading scientist claims Bear Country is in serious trouble. He reading the headline. What sort of trouble? Asked Sister. Oh, you hear something, guys? Oh, maybe they know they're in trouble. They knew what the word trouble means. Okay, I'm back, and welcome back to everyone. I guess Keji and Maudie knew the word trouble. So let's continue. Oh, you know how professors are, he said. Papa said. Actual Factual's making a big fuss about pollution. Well, I know how Professor Actual Factual is, said Mama, and I think he's quite sensible. I do too, said Sister. Me too, said Brother. Oh, he's a great guy, all right, said Papa. He's dug up some terrific dinosaur bones, and he runs a great museum. But I happen to think he's gone a little overboard on this pollution thing. I'm as much against pollution as the next fellow, he continued. I just don't think a couple of candy wrappers and drinking cups along the side of the road is an end of the world. Besides, Bear County is in great shape as he looks out at the landscape, beautiful trees and rivers. Come on, I'll show you. He opened the door and led the family out onto the front step. Keji's listening. Onto the front step. You see, Bear County is not only in good shape, it's downright beautiful. The rolling hills, the forests, and the lakes and the streams, and just look at that sunset. It's beautiful, all right, agreed Brother. But our science book says that some of those colors are caused by chemicals in the air that shouldn't be there. Piffle, said Papa. Say, aren't you two supposed to be doing some homework? I guess he had enough of that conversation. Sister, who had just about completed her homework, finished quickly. But Brother Bear was stuck. Teacher Bob had asked him to do a report on endangered species. The book he had taken out from the library weren't very helpful, and of course, the kind of shape Bear County was in wasn't as simple as Papa made it seem. How Bear County looked depended on your point of view. It looked fine from the Bears family's front step. It looked even better if you had a bird's eye view while flying high above the earth, just like that bird there. Little brother and sister doing their homework. Do you guys do your homework too? Yes, birds flying over. It looks nice from those perspectives, from those points of views. But if you had a squirrel's eye view and were finding fewer and fewer acorns because too many trees were being cut down, Bear County didn't look so fine. See the squirrels trying to get acorns when there's no trees really around? Or the duck? Or the fish? Looks like there's pollution in their point of view. If you had a duck's eye view, you might think the professor was right about pollution. If you had a fish's eye view, you might think things were downright awful. What do you think, Keji? The next day, Brother decided to visit the museum to ask Professor Actual Factual to help with his endangered species report. Sister Bear went with him. And here's the museum with Professor Actual Factual, the dinosaur bones. He's a pretty cool scientist, huh? Professor Actual Factual was usually cheerful and friendly and bubbling over with ideas and projects when the cubs visited. But this time, he looked worried and glum. Yeah, he did, Keji. He cheered up a bit when he saw them, but when Brother told him the purpose of the visit, to get help on a report about endangered species, the professor said something very surprising to Brother. I'll tell you the endangered species to do your report on, little brother. Us, he says, pointing to himself, exclaiming that it is them that he should be doing the report on. Why would he say that? Are the bears in danger too? We'll see. The children said, "We don't understand," they said. The professor exclaimed, "It's very simple. We bears and all other creatures need certain things to survive. Clean air to drink, good soil to grow food in, clean air to breathe, pure water to drink, and good soil to grow food in. If we don't do something about the pollution, we're all going to become endangered species." "Come," he said, "you'll understand soon enough." He led them out to where the actual factual mobile was parked. It was a special van with all kinds of scientific gear in it. Look at that, the pitchforks and the shovels in the back, ready to collect all of the scientific and natural evidence they need. Then the professor took brother and sister on a Bear County tour they wouldn't soon forget. They went past Grizzly Gus's garage, where they saw oil leaking into the stream. Getting on a duck, and killing some of the fish. They went past the old box factory, where they saw an ugly smoke pouring into the air. Oh, our poor planet. See the oil going into the water and the smokestacks. What will they do to help? Looks like they're going scuba diving next. They scuba dived into Great Bear Lake, where they saw everything from soda cans to rusty old bed springs, and worse. They saw a fish tangled in a plastic soda can holder. They cut it loose, but they couldn't rescue all the fish from the plastic holders carelessly thrown away. See, they're cutting the fish away from the plastic, or the plastic away from the fish. They drove through the forest and saw that a great many trees had been cut down, and that not many new trees had been planted to replace them. You might speak to your dad about that, said Professor. He and his fellow woods bears could help with that problem. See the trees? A lot of them cut down. I think I see what you mean about becoming an endangered species, said Brother, when they got back to the museum. Yes, said Sister, but what are we going to do about it? Brother said, did that evening news story do much good? The professor said, not much. The idea that Bear County is in serious trouble because of pollution seems to be hard to get across. To grown-ups, maybe, said Sister, but we understand, and we will tell all of our cub friends, too, because we're the ones who'll have to live on this messed up, polluted earth when we grow up. Little sister's right, isn't she? And Brother. Professor, said Brother, how does this sound? You come to our school and explain all about pollution to the cubs of Bear County. Maybe we can do something about it. Actual Factual was impressed. I'll give Teacher Bob a call right away and arrange it, he said. Look at them talking together. They plan what's going to happen next together. And that's what happened. The cubs were all eyes and ears as Actual Factual told them about the trouble Bear County was getting into. First, he taught them the 3 important new words. Ecology. They're big ones. Conservation and recycle. That might be backward spelling for you, but you can ask your parents about them too. Ecology. Conservation. That's a big one. And recycle. Can you guys say that with me? E-col-lo-G. Ecology. The next word, conservation. 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 And the next word you might have heard too is recycle. Recycle. They're good words to know. And this is what Professor taught the bear cubs. The way the professor explained it, ecology means how all the creatures, the plants, and the earth itself work together. Conservation means not wasting the valuable, good things on earth, like our water, oil, wood, and hard metal. And recycle means finding ways to use some of those valuable goods over and over. The cubs learned quite a lot from Actual Factual, and they had some ideas of their own too. How smart of them. Look at them all talking, thinking about what their next plan will be. How about a recycling program, suggested one cub. Maybe for newspapers to start, added another. Then, if it works, for cans and bottles too. Tim Honeypot said he'd talk to his dad, Mayor Honeypot, about it. Brother Bear remembered Grizzly Gus's garage where the oil was coming out. Do you remember that? I think I do. You shouldn't be allowed to spill oil into streams and kill fish, he said. Babs Bruno, whose dad was on the chief of police, said, I'll talk to my dad. If there isn't a law against it, there ought to be. Even Too Tall helped with an idea. My uncle grows the Super Duper Market. My uncle owns the Super Duper Market. He could put a bag return plan for reusing bags. That's a good idea. And we do that now too, don't we? We bring reusable bags to the grocery store. Excellent suggestion, said the professor. And if some folks don't want to cooperate, added Too Tall, me and the gang will lean on 'em a little bit. Teacher Bob said, the bag return is fine, Too Tall, but no leaning, please. Oh, look at the Earth Savers Club. They're all getting together with their ideas and their ways to move forward with a more clean planet. Cousin Freddie had the best idea of all. Let's start a club and stop pollution and call it the Earth Savers Club. We'll make posters and bumper stickers and have cleanups and marches and parades. But there was still the problem of Papa and his fellow woods bears. What are they going to do about that? They need trees, but how are they going to get more trees after they use them? Let's see. That evening, brother and sister told Mama and Papa about the Earth Savers Club and all the plans for stopping pollution. Mama was very impressed. Papa, too. As I've said before, Papa said, I'm just as much against pollution as the next fellow. But when the cubs asked him to be sure that he and his fellow wood bears plant a new tree for every one they cut down, he got a little grumpy. "Harumph," he grumped. "It's hard enough to cut trees down without having to plant them as well. Besides, what's all the fuss about? They're just trees." "My dear," said Mama, "the cub's all right. The forest is a living and breathing thing that deserves respect." Papa was about to say piffle, but he thought better about it. Ooh, and that night, looks like Papa had some dreams about the trees. Let's see what the dream was. The problem of conserving the forest must have been on Papa's mind, because that night he had a dream. In the dream, he was walking toward the forest to cut, like he normally does on his job, when the trees began to sway and wave their branches, when the branches turned into reaching, grasping arms. Then the trees climbed out of the earth onto their roots and chased him. Oh, that is the dream that he was having. "Help!" cried terrified Papa in his sleep. "The trees! They're after me!" He woke up in a cold sweat. Yes, he did. He did, Keji. Oh, look at Papa, terrified from his dream. "Having a nightmare?" asked Mama. It must have been something I ate," he said, as he told Mama when he woke up. "Or," she said, "something you heard, perhaps, about trees?" Mama knew what he was dreaming about, and why. "Piffle," he said, and turned over to try to go back to sleep. But it wasn't going to be easy. Looks like he has something on his mind. What do you think that is? Oh, and the next day was the big Earth Savers Club meeting and parade. The cubs didn't expect to solve all of the problems of Bear County's pollution, but the Earth Savers Club made a very good start. They had signs that said, "Every litter bit hurts. Cubs for clean lakes and streams. Beware, be a conservation bear. Pollution's a fact, so clean up your act. Help save the trees, be a super duper bag returner. Or else," says Too Tall. The mayor declared a special holiday called Earth Savers Day. And the cubs have a big parade. Brother and Sister Bear marched at the head with Professor Actual Factual. Wow, they were really able to come together, weren't they, and make a difference. And even Papa changed his mind. There were many grown-ups in the parade, too, including Papa Bear, who carried a sign that did not say piffle. It said, "A good woods bear plants a tree for every single one he cuts. No ifs, no ands, no maybes, or no buts." What a great story. And I think Keji liked it too. And Maudie. They both had a good little nap to the story as we learned about pollution and how to keep our earth clean and safe for you and generations to come. Now, I'll end this by singing what we normally do. And thank you all for showing up. And remember, I had fun. I hope you did too. And keep feeling good. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. I knew that I would. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. I feel good. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. I knew that I would. Na-na-na-na-na-na. So good. So good. I got you. Bum, 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 bum. See you next time. Have a good day.